Hey trainers, we're back with our final GBL prep guide for the Season of Heritage. This last week of the season will feature the brand new Johto Cup in the Go Battle League. Which Pokemon are best for this cup? Well, sit back and relax as I explain. Welcome back trainers. The Johto Cup will start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time or your equivalent on Monday, February 21st, and it'll run for the remainder of Season 10. There's only 1 week of this cup, but if you like trying out brand new formats, I'll be giving you some suggestions for your team. Starting off, I want to highlight some of the main players you'll see in this cup, and those are Skarmory, Azumarill, and Meganium. All of these Pokemon are quite good in the standard Great League, so it's obvious that they would be great here too. I'm not going to break down their moves because you probably know them pretty well already. However, I will say this, each of these three make up a sort of rock, paper, scissors pattern. Skarmory beats Meganium, Meganium beats Azumarill, and Azumarill beats Skarmory. You can still beat the Pokemon you're disadvantaged to if you have extra energy stored, or if you've already chipped down their health with another Pokemon. For example, if you have extra energy as Skarmory, you can probably take out Azumarill with another Sky Attack. But know that these three are some of the bigwigs in this meta, and when talking about other Pokemon, I'll be referencing how they perform against these three. So up next, we have Lantern. Lantern can see some success in the Open Great League, but the wealth of grass and ground types makes it a little less viable. Here though, Pokemon like Meganium and Steelix are going to give it a hard time, but it's still quite bulky and can beat a lot of the water and flying types of the meta, including Azumarill and Skarmory. Another water type that will be excellent in this cup is Qwilfish. This water and poison type is also more niche in the Open Great League, but it's definitely a major player in this cup. The combo of Poison Sting and Aqua Tail is extremely spammy, letting you chip down your opponent's health, and its powerful Sludge Wave can beat Azumarill and Meganium if they don't shield it. It's an excellent Pokemon that I highly recommend here. Finishing off the major water types, we have Quagsire. Quagsire is fairly similar to Galarian Stunfisk in this cup, utilizing Mud Shot and Earthquake, just having Stone Edge instead of Rock Slide. Still, the combo leads to some amazing coverage. The big drawback is that both of these moves, while powerful, are pretty expensive. Mudshot does remedy this a bit because it generates a lot of energy, but you won't be baiting very much, but instead, firing off nuke moves. One direct counter to Quagsire that excels in this cup is Jumpluff. This Pokemon just had its community day, and with acrobatics, it's actually quite good in this cup. It's really bulky, and you can take down most water types with it, Lantern and Azumarill included. But obviously, steel types like Skarmory and Steelix will stop Jumpluff dead in its tracks, so plan your team accordingly. Next up, we have one of the only fighting types in the Johto region, and that's Hitmontop. Counter is an extremely good move and does really well on Hitmontop. Close combat works well for a powerful nuke, and Stone Edge helps with coverage against flying types like Noctowl, but do watch out for Azumarill of course. Now this will be the only legendary that I recommend using during the Johto Cup, and that's Raikou. The powerful fast move Volt Switch pairs really well with Raikou's high attack stat and can put a lot of pressure on opponents, especially if they're water or flying types. Wild Charge and Shadow Ball can hit hard against almost any Pokemon in the meta. Where one fails, the other will likely work. Shadow Raikou is even more expensive to invest in, but I'd say it's much better here. Speaking of powerful Shadow Pokemon, Granbull is another great choice for this cup, and its Shadow is also extremely good. Instead of Volt Switch, Granbull uses the ever-powerful Charm, and with the Shadow bonus and its high attack, you'll do a ton of damage unless your opponent resists Fairy. Skarmory and Steelix will be major weaknesses for Granbull, but many others will crumble to just your fast moves. The ever-so-bulky Umbreon, who I'm not talking about today but is still good here, gets crushed by Granbull. Just remember, Granbull is really frail, so be prepared to shield. Our penultimate pick is one that you may have seen if you played the Love Cup this past rotation, and that's Ariados. Ariados is a bug, and one with very frail defenses at that, but its high energy charging fast move, along with some great charged moves, really let it shine in the Johto Cup. Cross Poison is a must-have for baiting and dealing with Meganium and Azumarill, and while Lunge can be a great move to lower the opponent's attack with, I'd actually recommend Megahorn for this cup. It's far more powerful and can be the move that takes your opponent down when their shields are all gone. Just be wary of steel types. Again. And our final pick we have is Wobbuffet. No really, I'm serious. If you look at Wobbuffet's stats, you'll see that its stamina stat is absolutely massive. So much so that even when it's maxed out at only CP 1160, it's still really great. The bad news is that building a Wobbuffet for PvP is pretty difficult. You'll need a perfect purified one at level 50 for it to be of any use. Why purified? Because Wobbuffet normally only has one charged move, the awful move, Miracle, but purifying it gives it the pretty decent move of Return, and it has the excellent fast move of Counter. So altogether, while a very weird and gimmicky sort of Pokemon, Wobbuffet actually performs quite well in the Johto Cup and the Open Great League as well. I mean, it beats Skarmory largely because of its bulk and counter. There's something to say about that. But that just about wraps up our Johto Cup analysis. There's other great choices besides those that I discussed today. I made mentions of Steelix, Umbreon, and Noctowl, and they're all excellent choices too. And there's other good Pokemon out there, so don't take this list as the only Pokemon to use. But what is your team going to look like for this cup? I'm going to try out the team of Skarmory, Quillfish, and Quagsire. The double water may sound odd, but Quillfish and Quagsire hold very useful coverage with their respective moves, and Skarmory is just a great defensive option to lead. But let me know your team down in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and subscribe so you don't miss our new videos. Season 11 is right around the corner, and we'll be breaking down any new cups or move updates that happen. But until then, I hope you all have a great day, and I wish you all the best of luck in the Johto Cup. Take care.